you're on a 3 bar from me. Then the only other people that are lower than 3 is Button and KLC.
And as you can hear from the chatter from Lightning Gasly in the background, we are live. Welcome everyone to TFRL Evaluation Race. This is number 3 of the evaluation races. This was literally set up yesterday. So I'm glad to see 16 drivers have attended here. And for the second time this season, I'm joined by KLC73. Welcome. Thank you indeed. Good to see. That was a bit of an entrance there. Good to see them with the mic. Oh dear. Alright, I'm going to send out the last batch of invites to people, then we can get started, I think. We will start literally in about a minute's time. Just send people invites. James Killer's going to get an invite because there's all Mr. 73, Lightning Zig, Lightning Gasly. I need to add a couple of people to my friends list as well. Who have attended tonight. Lightning Lawmans especially. It's one of those guys. No, your mic is not bad at all. Right, Superhero's going to get another invite. 5 Button. Vaporizer. Somebody's just joined, have they? We've got... Oh, you've just went out of spectate mode, that's why. Oh, my comments are actually coming through now on my right-hand side of my screen. That's good to see. Mark's not online? Oh. I did message him late saying that 7:30 would be the new start time. I'll have a quick check of the comment section before we begin. Let's have a look at these comments.
Can't hear KLC.
Can't hear KLC apparently.
What?
Hang on. Have you got your party settings on?
No, it's on always allow.
Have you got your party settings on?
No, it's on.
Oh yeah, we can hear you now, it's fine.
Okay.
Jesper, I'm not sure who Jesper is, but he said, can I still join? Not sure who that is. What? That's who?
Could be Niels.
Could be Niels. Oh, Hamrez. Yeah, we can send Hamrez an invite. If we can get an invite out to him, that'll be much appreciated. Oxide. Yeah, it is. It is good to be back, Oxide. I'm very glad you'll be back. 100% recovery, I hope he is made, and I hope to see him right on the speed here tonight in the evaluation race. So we'll send Hamrez an invite now. Sorry once again to my co-commentator and to Lightning Gasly, as they can only hear me. Thingy Hamrez is appearing offline. That's brilliant. Let's scroll all the way down on my friends list. Yeah, I know. Alright, Hamrez has got an invite off me. We should be ready to go. Just wait for him to join, and that'll be 18 drivers. Do you know what? For an evaluation race that was put on literally yesterday and today, I think we've done a good job. Really do.
Yeah, good turnout, especially for a day's notice.
For a day of notice, we're missing Stocky due to, I think he's going on holiday tomorrow. So
just come online.
Who has? He's just come online?
Hamrez.
Yeah, he's just got an invite. So he should be able to join. Literally see on the bottom of our screens him joining. Let's get thoughts from my co-commentator actually of who he thinks is going to perform well here in Britain.
Well, I think obviously last time in America it was decided on penalties. Quite a few people getting a lot. I know Button, he got 5 or 6 penalties. Stocky kept it quite clean, so if he's able to join, Gasly, if his car doesn't break down, has a good chance, along with Sig, Oxide, Nova as well. Wiselig made a good strategy. It's quite an open race for whoever gets the win today.
Definitely. I mean, driver placements will be announced at the end of tonight's stream. I will be announcing them, however, through the stream. Not at the end of the stream, so I'll be announcing whenever I come to a driver in qualifying. I will mention who they're driving for next season. I can announce though that Stinner winner will be a reserve for us in TFRL. Not sure what league he's going to be in yet, but he is a reserve for us. And yeah, just waiting for Hamres. If you can join up, that'd be great. Unless he's got the update. Possibly because the new update. Oh no, he's on F1. No, that's a start anyways. He's on F1.
Hamres has to do it.
Hamres has to do the update, did you say?
Yeah, so I think we should rather just let him join in quali.
I'm sure he's just done it because I can see him on F1 now.
Guys, I need to do an update from 5 minutes. That's what he's put in the chat.
5 minutes. So what we could do is start now. He can join in quali. He can still rest.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, we'll do that. I think we can put out a message in the chat that we can start. Or if people are tuning in, we can start. Oh, but I'm gonna focus my attentions on a couple of the drivers that well, this is as I get a message through from Billy saying about Billy, if you are watching the stream, yes, you can record, but watch out for your connection. Speaking of connections, my co-commentator's on a 1 bar, and everyone else is on 3 bars. This is not great. Hope everyone can hear me okay on the stream. We're literally going into the lobby now.
It's on Britain. On Britain.
It is on Britain.
Just thought I'd say, by the way, TFRL 110 subscribers.
110 subscribers. We were on 101, literally.
James, apparently you're not in spectator.
Oh shit, I'm not. Oh sh. Oh my god.
For fuck's sake.
That is fun. I can retire, it's fine.
Oh, we both forgot to press spectate. Oh, my controller froze, that's why. That's why I couldn't press it.
No, you're in spectate, don't worry. Oh no, you're...
I'll just,
oh, this is brilliant.
He said change track.
Who said change track?
Small said change track to stop the bloody countdown.
Yeah, we could have. I thought I pressed spectate. I do apologise, everyone. Deary me. You will see me retire at the start of this session instead of going out. Unless I go out on track and set lap. I think I'll be unfair though. Oh dear. Oh, I'm in a Renault as well. Retire from session. There we go. We should be able to get into spectator mode. Pretty sharpish.
Oh, already.
And finally, we are here in Britain. As we wait for the first cars to come out on track, we do have 16 drivers, not the 18 as you can see on our screens because of our, let's just say, massive fuck up. Deary me. But we do have action coming out on track. I think that might be a McLaren leaving the garage first.
Still a winner. He's coming
Still a
out.
winner.
So
Oh,
there actually was
Oxide.
one ahead.
Oxide is coming out first. Thought it was a McLaren. Good to see Oxide back out on track in TFRL. And he is the first driver that I can announce will get a seat next season. And Oxide Nova will be in the Haas car next season. This season coming up. And Oxide will be partnered up.
I think you want to mute because I can hear about 10 people talking about it.
You what?
I'm just gonna leave the session
about
real
10
quick
people
so that
talking about it.
for the start I can
Okay.
press the spectator option instead of having to retire.
In case they need any updates.
I can keep you muted to be honest, but unmuted. If you want. It's up to you. But yes, Oxide. Yeah, Oxide Nova, however, is going to be partnering Variable in the house. Variable not here tonight, but those two will make a great pairing in the house. Behind him on track was... Who did you say was behind him on track?
It was a Force India, I think it was Spinner Winner.
Stinner Winner, yes, going through Maggots and Beckett's now on the hanger straight. Stinner Winner is being a reserve for us this season in TFRL. But let's have a look on board with Oxide, because he has recently recovered from an injury, and I just want to see what his pace is on his first lap in TFRL this season on F1 2018. Oxide crosses the line to start his lap in the McLaren. Of course, the DRS zone now on the run up to turn 1. Going a bit, yeah, just feathering off the throttle a little bit through turns 1 and 2. Now into turn 3, this is Village. Now approaching the Wellington Straight. Oxide looking very, very clean, and I've got to say, nice first sector from Oxide so far. Beautiful lines being taken. Oxide reaching the end of the first sector here, and it's a 26.9, and he's lighting up the time boards early. Sub 27 first sector around this track, I've got to say. That is a pretty good first sector from Oxide as he now runs down towards the Old Star finish straight and towards Cops. This is the fastest corner on the track. 196 mile an hour flat through here, but Oxide chooses just to feather off the throttle and put it down to 7th gear. And now on the run to Maggots and Beckett's before going onto the hanger straight to complete the end of the middle sector here in Britain. Oxide looking very tidy through there. 102.7 through the middle sector. Very nice. Once again, lighting up the time boards. He is the first car out on track, however. Be interesting to see what he can set. Oxide now coming up towards the final corner. This is going to be around the 126-27 mark, I think. Oxide round the final corner now. What is he going to do? Oxide coming across the line. 126.7 goes Paul. But let's have a look at the rest of the drivers. Thrive Button. Stinner Winner 28 flat, not too bad, not too far off the pace. But Thrive Button now coming into the final 2 corners now. Button is in a McLaren next season and he will be partnering Stocky in A-League next season. And Thrive Button coming across the line, I think he's going to go quicker, and he is, 26.3. Goes ahead of his teammate for now. Oxide, Onyx Mer, oh, Matthias has just set a 27 flat. And Lightning Zig 27.7, and he's getting out of the way of Vaporizer there, just coming across the line, the Toro Rosso. Let's go on board with Wiselig. Wiselig's at the end of the 3rd sector, coming up towards... Good lap by Berra, look at that lap by Berra on the mediums. 27.9.
27.9.
Wow, Wiselig 27 flat, just goes 6 thousandths behind Matthias. Good to see Superhero has joined us here tonight as another driver that will be appearing next season in B-League. But Wiselig, I can announce, is in a Red Bull next season, and he is partnering off with our fellow Northerner, Mark NUFC, in the Red Bull next season. I've got to say that's an interesting pairing.
I do agree. Romans with a very slow lap for 133.8. We should be expecting a lot better.
Yeah, let's have a look on board with them. Yeah, 27.5 through the first sector. Not as quick as his compadre Lightning Gasly, who actually hasn't set a lap. He is through Maggots and Beckett's. Let's have a look at this. Nice line taken by Gasly through Maggots and Beckett's. I think he's on around, yeah, he's going 2nd quicker, and he is up around Oxide sort of pace at the minute, so I think he could be going 3rd here. The Toro Rosso going the final couple of corners now. Lightning Gasly and the Toro Rosso. Let's see what he can set. Lightning Gasly, of course, being in a Sauber next season, partnering his fellow Lightning teammate Lightning Zig. 26.5. Nice lap by Gasly. Yeah, so just alluding to the partnerships, what I'll do now is, because we've got cars now coming into the pits, is run through the full A-League roster, and these will appear in the chat after the yellow flag sector 3. 27.8 just goes behind Lightning Zig, and Kazizel improves. Kazizel goes 6th with in the Mercedes with the 27 flat. quite close between Matthias, Weislich and Kazizel, all of whom are going to be appearing in A-League next season. So let's run through the A-League roster. I haven't actually sent this to my co-commentator, so I will do this literally after I announce it. Hamres and Kazizel are going to be teaming up in Mercedes next season, so it is appropriate that Kazizel is in a Mercedes, because that's the car he's running in next season. We have Lexand and Boastman in a Ferrari next season. That's going to be an interesting partnership, I think. Mark Enuisi and Weislich I've already alluded to in the Red Bulls. The most interesting pairing, I think, Seraph and F1 Trinity. That is a real interesting pairing, I think. We've got the two Dutchmen, Matthias and Vaporizer, Matthias' teammate. Hopefully he is pleased with Vaporizer as his teammate. We've got the two Thrive boys, Thrive Button and Thrive Stocky in the McLarens. The two Lightning boys, Lightning Gasly and Lightning Zig in the Saubers. Matt 32575 and Jon Palainen in the Renault. Hassan and a yet unnamed driver in Williams. There is still a spot available in Williams. And Oxide and Variable in Haas. And I shall send this to you right now. And I'll check the comments while I do this as well. Oh. Right,
While
let's
you
have
were on about the driver lineups, Deneen went 13th with a huge moment at the final corner. He got caught up on the curb.
Oh, James Killer's joined.
On the final corner, it almost sent him into the barrier as James Killer has joined.
Yep, James Killer's joined and Superheroes joined. That means we're up to 18 drivers now. If Hamres joins, we're up to 19. It's going to be our best attendance in an evaluation race this season so far. Pretty good.
Seraph on the mediums up to the line. 9th.
Only 9th? Yeah, behind Berra as well. Oh no, he's ahead of Berra. Just. In that thing. Do you think we'll see a 25 round here tonight? Let's have a look at the guys in the 26s.
With Button's banker of a 26.3, he'd just be able to screw a 25.9 potentially. He's on the lap right now.
Button is on the lap right now.
The first sector split.
Let's have a look at the comments. Oh, Ball Boy is here.
And
in the...
Button not improving through the first sector.
Ah, TJ's in here as well. Guys, I need to do an update. Stock Holly, I will join later. Can I actually attach? No, I can't attach stuff in the live chat. That's a shame. But I think your crony has followed you here, TJ. Oh. But Button, I'm on board with Button at the minute. 26... 106...
He's invalidated his lap somewhere.
Yeah. That was a 102.6. Oh, he's run massively wide as well. Oh, and he's gone in the gravel. Was he paying attention there? He's going in the pits though. Let's see who else is out on a lap. Onyx Smurf, but he's yeah, he's just approaching the end of the Wellington Straight now. Vaporizer, I think, is on a lap. In the torso. Currently sitting in 12th, the evaluation race. He was running so well in America. If you haven't caught up on that stream, please do watch it back, because that was quite an entertaining race. Yellow flag in sector 3, that is behind Vaporizer, I think. Vaporizer now at the final corner, he's improving. 26.9, he goes 4th. Another one to get into the 26ers here at Silverstone for this evaluation race. And Oxide, I think, was lighting up the timing screens as well in the middle sector. A full second improvement there by Vaporizer. Yeah, Oxide is 500ths up in the middle sector. Let's see if he can improve. Oh, he's coming into the pits. Must have got an invalidation on that lap. Let's see who else is on the lap. Quite a few going to go on outlaps by the looks. Lightning Gasly is on a lap. Vaporizer is coming in for an in-lap. Let's go on board with Neles, aka HYT, who is joining us here tonight for this evaluation race. On the mediums currently, 130.6. He is one of our drivers that is using no assists this season, and it is good to see that some of our drivers are beginning to use no assists and are not relying on the medium traction and ABS and all of them thingy, and of course auto gears. I mean, we've got Bullboy in the chat who does run auto gears. He should be ashamed that he runs auto gears, because this is what a league should look like. But Neles around the final corner, he does improve it to 29.3. Not good enough. He is on the soft compound of tyre, not the mediums as I came up on my tyre graphic. My co-commentator has stepped away from the mic for a couple of seconds. Lightning Gasly though is coming around the final corners now. Looking to improve, looking to try and beat Thrive Button. I don't think it's an improvement. It is an improvement. It's a 26.4. Goes within 700ths of Button. In fact, it goes 500ths off Button, not 700ths. Goodness me. Kazizel has just gone third as well with a 26.6. Nice lap by Kazizel in the Mercedes. His car of choice for A-League this season. And let's have a look at the comments, because there's quite a few coming through. Bullboy, sadly you can't race. And I am going to do that. No, I'm not. I'm not going to do that. There we go. There we go. That's Bullboy taken care of for tonight. It's nice to see him coming in and commenting, but when our leagues are currently running rivalries, it is not the best for business. Who is on a lap at the minute? Lightning Lawmans, I think, is on a lap. The third of the Lightning guys to join us here tonight. He's currently ahead of Lightning Zig, but behind Lightning Gasly. He is 7/10 off Gasly. And he's around the same margin ahead of Zig. But I think Lightning Lawmans is actually coming in on in-lap. He is, yeah. It's not Lawmans coming in on in-lap. And we've got a bit of a race going in the pits. Toro Rosso and Sauber there as my co-commentator returns.
I'm back.
You're back. Yeah, I've just put Bullboy. I've just removed Bullboy from the comment section. To put in daft things. Yeah, and he has been hidden by me. So I think is the best for business.
TJ asked if he can join TFRL.
But well, I don't know if he promises. I know what happened in Britain was absolutely atrocious, and to be honest, I'm going to stick by my guns and say I want to see improvement from TJ in FRL first, and I want to make sure he takes that seriously before he comes here. So if he can promise me that part of the deal, I think there will be a place for TJ come March, April time next season, next year in TFL. But I do want to see improvement from him in FRL, and he's just got to tone down on his aggression a bit. But he's a good driver. We know he's quick. I have every faith that he will treat FRL as serious as possible, even though some may argue it is a bit of a joke league, and I for one can probably comment on that. But Seraph is just starting the lap anyways, in the Haas. But if TJ can promise me that, then I would like to see him in TFL in the future. But I don't think... I mean, we've got no seats available in A-League as one of the reasons why I'm not offering him a spot. Noxard is retired out the session. He doesn't feel he can improve, but we do have 5 drivers in the 26ers. Aaron, surprised by anyone at the minute? Down the order?
Well, actually, looking at Lightning Zig, he's quite far down in 10th at the moment. Not where I expected him to be. Seraph in 11th. Again, I didn't expect him to be there, but of course, them two have done their laps on the mediums. Seraph staying on those mediums while Zig going on the soft testing, and when it goes 11th. Vaporize is still surprising me with his pace. I didn't expect him to be as quick as what he was. Of course, it was a big shock, and he's shown what he can do in Britain now.
Yep, just to come in on Seraph, he is 2/10 up, coming at the end of the middle sector there. Seraph now approaching the final couple of corners. I think this is Abbey. Is this Abbey section of Silverstone? I don't know the track. Oh, has he run out of fuel? Something's happened in the final sector. Has he run out of fuel? No. Just short shifting.
Their price is up by 4/10 though. Enough to go third at the moment.
Yeah, Vaporizer up by 4/10. Yeah, it's going to put him ahead of Kazizel, I think, here. Vaporizer around the final corner. Oh, it does put him third. Just behind Lightning Gasly. Nice lap. Vaporizer, once again, TFRL B-League champion last season, showing the improvement that has been made on this game, and Vaporizer goes third so far. But will anybody improve behind him? Kazizel's just started the lap. I think Matthias is on a lap, is he? No, he's not. He's on that lap.
About to start his lap though.
Onyx Mer, I think, is on the lap in the Sauber. Just looking down the order, he's currently sitting in 9th, ahead of Lightning Zig, his teammate, for tonight. Onyx Mer doesn't have a place currently in TFRL, but he can sign up if he does want to, and Onyx Mer goes 8th, and he improves by 3/10 there. Nearly 4/10 ahead of Lightning Lawman, so the Lightning guys are filling out the 5th row. Oh, and Onyx Mer goes off track there. How is Kazizel looking in the first sector?
10th up.
10th up, so that'll be... Is it enough to go ahead of Vaporizer? I don't think it is.
Not yet, but I think, yeah. Oh, he's run wide. The cops. Doesn't... He might have escaped an invalidation.
Bullboy's got on his H1Z157 account now. Kazizel... Oh! That was a 102.6, I think, through the middle.
Yes, slightly improvement on his second sector. He's about a 10th and 300th, so still not enough.
Yeah,
Needs
Matthias.
to find some time.
Matthias just retiring there. Somebody's just improved. Berra's just gone 10th ahead of Lightning Zig. Kazizel now coming around the final corner. This is an improvement. Kazizel, 26.5. He improves by 900ths. Not enough to challenge Vaporizer. Button is just...
made a mistake.
Oh, got close to Toro Rosso as well, who I think was Gasly retiring out the session. 5 Button, I'm not sure, but let's see, was that actually invalidated? I think it was. He's surely got to have an invalidated lap.
Yeah.
Oh, and he is, and he's going to
Red Bulls
crash in the pit. Oh, what a crash that is into the pits.
Roman's the first one up to the line. Slight improvement. Wisely.
Oh, Weislig goes third. Weislig's just gone third. A massive. He's gone second. Weislig's gone second, not third. What a lap by Weislig. I'm not quite sure what it is. Not quite sure what it is.
26.4, I think. 4.11.
Let's have a look. We've got Superhero, James Killer and Hammer is all here, so we've got 19 drivers. Very good turnout, guys. Thank you for turning out, and thank you to the viewers, of course, for tuning in as we just wait for Button and Hammer's to ready up. There we go. Oh, and look at the top 3. Look at that. Button on pole.
Half a 10th.
By half a 10th separate in the top 3. Button in front. Weislig second. Gasly third. Vaporizer fourth. So Toro Rosso Lockout in the second row. Kazizel 5th. Oxide Nova 6th. Then it's Matthias, Onyx, Lightning Lawmans and Berra top 10. Second, 9/10 separate in the top 10. Zig, Stinner winner. Seraph, Billy, Deneen, Neles and us two. Oh yeah, I've got to retire, haven't I? Oops. I've just remembered that. I've got to retire in the bloody race. Oh, fantastic. I've got to start this race. Wish me luck. Now hang on, I won't be starting from the back, will I?
You might be able to just pull off to the side.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Don't want to cause any...
I'm in the spectator menu, so...
Yeah, I'm just...
Guess that's fine.
We need you to give other cars as possible today. There's likely to be trouble.
Oh, I can't... Oh... I'm going to have to start race and then bloody... Thinking, we are missing somebody in P16. Not sure who that is. Behind a... McLaren, I think that is. No, it's not. That's not McLaren. That's a... car. That's a car. Alex Mayer's joining us. Yeah, formation lap is on. I don't think I can retire in this, so if somebody can crash into me, that would be great. Get to see a start from me.
Everything looks good on the power unit cycle, so let's concentrate on bringing tyres and brakes up to temperature.
Is that enough?
I'm just going to leave and join back.
Is that enough? No? Oh, I've got to cause a huge crash. Apologies to anyone who gets caught up in this. Oh. What? Remove from formation lap, too slow. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic.
Radar is clear. Weather is looking good for now.
Radar is clear. Weather is looking good for now. I've just had through my headset. I do apologise. I did forget to go into spectator mode. I am not racing, as you can probably appreciate. As myself and Aaron will be commentating. We're waiting for the drivers to come back to the formation lap. Seraph and Superhero have just had a bit of a contact on the formation lap there, where we are getting ready for the start here in Britain. And Aaron, I hope you can commentate the start. That's what I'm hoping.
I'm able to.
Thank God. I could get up close. I could be like a hovering drone in the background, just like going towards people. Now I'm on the right hand side of the grid as well. I've got James Killer and Superhero behind me, so I've got to like pretty much pull off to the side and hope them to avoid me. We've already got a car coming around the final corner. That is a Sauber, I think. Oh no, it's a Ferrari of Deneen coming round. Here come the rest of the field now, led by our pole setter Thrive Button. Then it's Wiselig, Lightning Gasly, Vaporizer, Matthias, Oxide, Kazizzle, Onyx, Lightning Lawman's Berra. There's the top 10 just going through camera shot. James Killer is just joining on the back. Lightning Zig coming through. Somebody is desync. Oh, that's your car. That is desynced.
Yeah, my car's on the grid. It's Ghost though, so I don't think anyone will have any issues with it. But anyway,
we are missing a driver in 16th place. I'm not sure who was. Oh, it's Nella's. But here we go.
Maybe all the lights come on. Lights out. And away we go. But with a decent start, better than Wisely coming down into turn 1. Gasly with a decent start, will go around the outside of the Red Bull.
Come on,
almost gets forced off the track, gets the move done, does
Gasly. Oh, Lightning Normans.
That's a big dive bomb from Wisely. Can he get the move done? He cannot.
It's so bad. There's been a bit of a contact in the background. I think Deneen Lightning Normans has been caught up in a bit of an incident with, I think that might have been Seraph, because Seraph has dropped back down to 17th. Deneen also losing the car, and he is running at the back of the field. Zig and Matthias are changing positions. Oh, there's a yellow flag caution. That'll be probably for my car, to be honest. Quite a few cars. Look at the battle going on between... From 5th all the way down to 10th. Must be covered by about a second. Vaporizer coming in towards Cox. Any contact in behind. Lightning Zig has just made an overtake on Onyx Mer. Oh, and Stinner Winner getting caught on the grass. Just moves in front of Billy. I think Billy is lagging a little bit, so just keep an eye on that. And he gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings as well. Let's go to the battle for the lead, though.
Oh, Force India in the grass,
Force India, that's Dinner winner.
Matthias.
Oh, it's Matthias. Good spot. Very good spot. I thought it was Stinner winner. Oh, Gasly nearly touching the back of Button. We've got to be careful. Matthias might...
He's been hit from Oxide Nova and he spun. Oh, he's been hit by Kazizzle, and he's been hit by someone else.
Oh, he's got front wing damage as well, so he's going to be limping round. Superhero's letting Oxide through. Don't think it was Superhero's fault. We've got Billy and Stinner Winner go. Oh my God!
Billy straight off.
Huge crash. There is a lagged barrier as well. That is a huge shunt. Goodness me. Absolute huge shunt. And James Killer and Superhero are having a bit of contact there in the background. Quite hectic so far, the first lap.
Very.
Let's go on board with the battle for the lead though. Button, Gasly, Wiselig, top 3. Gasly making a very good start off the line. Let's have a look at the position changes from the start. Superhero and James Killer both get in positions. Berra and Stinner winner up 5. KLC 73, your car is still going for some reason. You've gained 4 positions. How on earth are you doing this? Hang on, your car is catching James Killer. How? Anyways, Gasly right on the back of Thrive Button. The two esports brands fighting it out for the battle for the lead here in Silverstone, coming towards the end of lap 2. Button leads the way from Gasly. Wiselig, I think, is just going to sit in behind. I think Wiselig is just probably going to sit in behind, let these two battle it out, and then try and see a move as Gasly try to get past Button there. Further down the order, we've got Oxide Nova, I think, diving into the pits with Kazizzle. What's happening to Oxide Nova? Is he going in the pits? Yeah, he is. He's in the pits. That's good to see. Oh, Gasly doesn't want to get a hitbox marker on thingy, but he's going up the inside through Abby.
Deneen.
Side by side.
In the turn 1. Good move.
Side by side, Button, Gasly and Wiselig, all separated by under 0.3 of a second. And Gasly's going around the outside of Brooklands. Oh, he tried to pull it off there. Trying to get the best run off the corner possible into Luffield. Button, though, keeps the position for now. And all of this battling is just beginning to let Vaporizer, the likes of Vaporizer, Berra, Onyx and Stinner Winner get into things as well. Honestly, I've got to say, if these two really start battling, we're going to have a 7-way battle for the lead. As Stinner Winner tries to get Onyx Merv round the outside of Cops in the background. Didn't quite pull it off. Button still leading the way though. Lap 3 out of 26 here in the TFRL evaluation race. The final one for these guys. And here comes Gasly round the outside. Already got the move done. See, if that was ghosting off, there would have been a massive collision there. Not like an FRL. But Gasly gets the lead. Is Button going to try and send one up the inside? No, he thinks second of it. And Wiselig now is in third. I'm going to nip down for a drink because my voice is already going. If you would like to take the guys through the battle for the lead, that would be great.
Yeah, so anyway, on board now with Thrive Button. He already picks up an early penalty. We said that from USA. He needs to tone down the amount of penalties he gets. And he's gotten one at the start of lap 4. Wiselig just settling in behind. Vaporizer close to being within a second of the Red Bull driver, as Gasly will stay ahead for probably the rest of this lap. DRS and slipstream for Button, but he just can't get close enough to the Toro Rosso driver, as Button almost losing it in third gear. Getting bad traction out of the corners is Button. It's allowing Wiselig to close up as they come through Cops. Another extension from Button, potentially a warning. We go to the battle for 10th between the two past drivers, not much going on there. Anyway, back up to battle for the lead. Wiselig, he's closing on Button, he's closing, he's going to go up the inside of the McLaren driver. He leaves him a lot of room, and Button sweeps around the outside to keep the position. Onyx Spur battling with Berra. Can't get close enough as James has returned.
I have returned. Interesting. Is it beginning to get a little bit cloudy out on the circuit?
Oh, Button nearly lost it. I thought he was going straight to the barriers. Anyway, yeah, it is getting a bit cloudy, but didn't you say that when the forecast was dry?
Well, the forecast was dry to begin off with the race. I'm not sure about the rest of the race. Oh, and an Xmer just getting caught on the grass there. Behind Berra, Gasly's now got away, I think, out in front. 7/10. The gap currently, and Seraph goes past your AI car. How is your AI car beating Zig, Kazizzle, Lawmans and Oxide Nova and Matthias? Absolutely ridiculous. Seraph just going up into the points there, passing James Killer. Meanwhile, on the run down towards Cops, Berra, Onyx Mer and Stinner Winner. This little group has now formed. And Oxide does set the fastest lap of the race with a 29.8. Stinner winner just being a little bit hesitant through Cops. Berra though. Oh, Berra! What's happened to Berra? Has he... Oh, I thought he was having a desyncing problem, possibly?
Not sure.
No, he's just going slow through that section. He might have front wing damage. Let's have a look. Might have front wing damage. He might do, because Onyx, well, look at Stinner winner up the inside as well.
Oh,
Could be 2-1. Little bit of a hitbox. Good recovery, Berra.
Somehow.
Good recovery, Berra. I don't think that'll affect him much, and he's coming in the pits. Berra in the pits and picks up a 5-second stop go. He might have got right side of end plate damage actually. Coming to think of it.
See if he gets a front wing change.
Let's see if he does get a front wing change. There is no front wing out in the pits.
Like one block, no, you can choose.
Nope, mediums. Yep, doesn't serve his stop go either in the pits. Meanwhile, Stinner winner is all over the back of Onyx. Keep an eye on the battle for lead as well. Oh, Stinner winner's lagging a bit, I think. Stinner winner trying to get past Onyx. Doesn't think. That wouldn't have been a wise choice, to be honest, if he went for a move at Brooklands. But he has got Vaporizer now closing up. Vaporizer in front of Onyx and Stinner winner, so Vaporizer's tyres maybe just starting to go off a little bit. Let's have a look at the tyre choices, if we can get there. Yeah, all of these guys in front have been on 5-lap-old softs and mediums respectively, with Seraph and Lightning Zig running on the mediums. Let's cut to Wiselig. Wiselig's in the slipstream. Double toe. Button, is Wiselig going to try it at the end of the hangar straight? No, he's not. All of this is just starting to let Gasly get away out in front. We approach the end of lap 6 here in Britain. Gasly leads away from Button. Wiselig in third. Button did pick up a 3-second time penalty, I think I heard you say, just before I went for my drink. Yeah, he did. And we did say the last race that he has to tone down on corner cutting, and I know America, especially in that S section, was absolutely vile for the amount of penalties that people got through there. The S section always catches people out at America. But this is Britain. This is a totally different circuit in stature. The home of British motorsport, as Lenova Oxide just gets past Lightning Normans further down the order. He's up to 15th place now. All of these guys now going to have to pit, and there is 50 seconds separating the top 16 drivers, with the front 6 covered by under 7 seconds. That is not bad at all. But Gasly's getting away. Wisely trying to force Button possibly into a mistake going through Maggots and Beckett's. Now coming on the hangar straight, and Button was forced into a bit of an error there. And he's out of DRS range, and here comes Wisely round the outside. It should be an easy move done. I think Button is just going to let him... I think Button might have just hesitated off the throttle a little bit there. He knew Wisely was the quicker driver, and Button now down to third, and he's coming in the pits. Gets it slow just about. Stinner winner has left the session. Stinner winner has left the session. He's desynced out the session. If somebody can send him an invite, that'll be much appreciated. And just to allude back on to it's Lightning Zig and Seraph for having a little bit of a battle. Sauber on the house. Yellow flag sector 1. Who is that? Oh, it's Onyx. Onyx is in the gravel. Onyx has gone in the gravel. That's a turn 1. That's a turn 1. Where's Deneen out on track? Deneen is just behind him. Button is coming in the pits. There's Zig just going past him. And Seraph. So Button now has a little bit of traffic to deal with, in the form of Lightning Zig and Seraph. And that'll be interesting, do you think? With Lightning Zig, 5 Button, 2 cars away from each other. Don't think they'll be.
Yeah, of course.
I don't think they'll be issuing team orders. Put that there.
I do agree. Of course, Zig will try and get Gasly the win. The 2 Lightning boys, so he'll do his hardest to hold up Button.
Yep. Wiselig is beginning to close in on Gasly, but he's only closing around 0.3 of a second this lap around. Vaporizer's in third as Deneen is making a move on Onyx Mer. Deneen just forced off track there. Might have just been a tad too aggressive through Maggots and Beckett's for my liking. But he's right on the back of him, and Onyx, of course, did have that moment at the beginning of this lap. He's got DRS in operation. Deneen is catching him on the straight line, though. Stinner Winner, I think, has joined back the session. His name's just disappeared on my screen. So I think he is back with us in the session as Onyx Mer pits. Yes, and as Gasly made a mistake out front, 4/10 the gap, Wiselig has closed half of the time down in the last sector of that lap. He's going to get him, surely. Oh, and now...
Button with another penalty.
Yeah, Button with another penalty, and just to allude on to Seraph. Seraph has lost ground there. Not sure why. Button is now past Seraph. He must have got him down the Wellington straight, the Hangar straight. But Wiselig, battle for the lead. This is important. One of these, I think, are going to come into the pits. And I've got to say, I think Gasly might pit first. Gasly
Wiselig's done a better job with the tyres, I think, because he's closed up a second.
Yep, here he comes from the outside.
2 laps.
Oh, he's trying to go slow in, fast out. Who's going to be blinking first? Gasly tries to juke Wiselig into going in the pits, but both the drivers continuing on from the lap. Stinner Winner has indeed joined back the session, and he's still in 4th place, which is good to see. He hasn't lost a great deal of ground. He's only lost about 3-4 seconds, I would say. Not too bad at all.
Yeah, Vaporizer in the pits.
Oh, Vaporizer is in. Blister. Oh yeah, look at the graining on his tyres. Blistering on the left front. On those softs. Mediums for him. They'll be able to last to the end. Surely?
Yeah, I think he'll rejoin in 9th place.
Yep, there's Button. Yellow flag in Sector 3. Who is that? Might have been... Not sure who that is in yellow flag. Yellow flag Sector 3. Nope, absolute mystery to who that was. I think it might have just been front wing damage on the track. But Gasly, Wiselig is still trying to close in on Gasly. Battle for the lead, still 3/10. Both of them on the same compound of tyre, on the softs. Toro Rosso against Red Bull. Red Bull, of course. Wiselig, this is his car next season. He is teaming up with our fellow Northerner, Mark NUFC, and it is a great signing, I think, to have him in the league, as somebody is going for an overtake on your AI, because this all. Gasly comes in!
Oh,
Gasly comes in! Gasly does come in.
Button is going to come out ahead.
Do you think?
Just about, I think.
Button's just at the end of the middle sector now. Gasly is about to go into his pit box. There's a long pit lane here at Silverstone. I think Gasly's going to be fine, you know.
Dinner Winner follows him in.
Yep, Stinner Winner is in. Superhero going out for another lap. Thrive Button is coming around the final section now. I think Gasly's got this, you know. Or maybe not. It's going to be very, very close. My co-commentator has actually left. Here, Button has got him. Button has got him, so my co-commentator was right. We are down to a solo commentator for now. So you'll have to do with me. He has joined me back as soon as... I think it was at a party error by any chance?
Yeah.
Terrible. Yeah, you were right. Button has got him. By 1.2 seconds, though. Gasly on the fresher tyres. He can now put the hammer down and try and catch Button. Wiselig's now going to be at a disadvantage because he will have Vaporizer might get a podium out of this, you know.
Potentially.
6th place, about 32 seconds off. He's on the quicker tyre. Wiselig has to pit. It's a long pit stop. Wiselig's coming in. It's a good job I went on board with him. He is coming into the pits. Gets it slowed down to just under 40 miles an hour there.
This is interesting. Lightning Sig on the hards.
That's bad strategy call, I've got to say. It's a very bad.
Tyres.
That's a very bad strategy call, but he's got to factor in Seraph, Kazizel, Oxide, Lawmans, James Keller, Matthias have all got a pit. Best hope for Zig will be a point, I think. Our superheroes also came in the pit. Vaporizer, yeah, no contest really. Wisely could get out ahead of Gasly here. Oh,
Very close.
and Gasly gets a 3-second time penalty.
Disadvantage Wisely, Glenn.
Wow. 2 seconds separating the top three, so the battle is back on for the win of this race. They're all on the medium tyres. They should get these comfortably to the end of the race. Button probably at the disadvantage compared to the other two in behind him. James Killer has also came into the pits, so he is the first of those runners that I did just mention coming into the pits. Gasly closing up to Button though, here we go. Round 2, Weislig's just going to sit back and watch this all unfold. Weislig, of course, coming from the ILR background. Gasly and Button. Button, of course, from the ILR background as well. Gasly from the FRL background, not the traditional background that you do have in league racing. But anyways, he's came through a league. Ballboy did hunt him. And he is one of our best talents, I've got to say. As he now closes up to the back of Button, is he going to go around the outside at the end of the hanger straight? He is, you know. Oh! He tried to, but Button just backing out of it at the end there, Gasly. Still a winner, I think, round in the second sector.
Yes, he is. Button parking the bus.
Button is parking the bus, and already Weislig's beginning to close in, and here comes Gasly round the outside of turn 1. Surely not here! Surely not here! Oh, and he's made it! He's got it stick! He's got it done! Gasly, what a move! For the lead of the race, Gasly round the outside of turn 1, not the traditional overtaking manoeuvre around here at Silverstone, but Gasly gets the lead of the race. Button will have DRS though, so it will be interesting to see if he can close him back, and he is beginning to, and he's closing on Brooklands, and he's going to dive it up the inside of Brooklands. Gasly saw it coming. There's going to be a change of position. Gasly's keeping around the outside of Lovefield. Suddenly this is all kicked off. Button, ooh, just getting a little bit of a slide out of the field. Lightning Gasly right on the back of him. Onyx has crashed out the race, so we're still a winner. Just to point out, Gasly's got to be careful because the hitbox, he's just got to be careful. If he rams the back end of Button, that could be game over. And surely not through Maggots and Beckett's. Oh. Goodness me. Goodness me. Button, did he... There was a bit of grass, I think, flying over the track there. Gasly's now closing back up at the end of the hanger straight. He's going to dive it up the inside.
He does the inside.
He gets a real good move up the inside, has he? Button's alongside him into the final section of this lap. Button, we're halfway through the race and Button's got it done, I think. If Gasly can keep him on the outside, this will be great. And look at Weislig. Weislig has caught up. All of this battling is letting Weislig in on things. Three-way battle for the lead. If you thought TFRL was boring, just have a look at this battle. That is unfolding between our eyes. Gasly.
Oxide. Oxide gets it done.
Yep, Oxide gets it done. Nice move. Both of them will have to pit though. They're on 11-lap-old mediums. Button and Gasly weaving though.
Oh, Deneen almost losing out the final corner.
And he has lost, he's lost the position to... Yeah, just about to say that. Oh, Button's made a mistake at Lovefield. Ooh, just going for a wide out line. It's actually gained him some time though. On the run down to Cops, the top three separated by under a second. Button from Gasly from Weislig. If you can commentate on this, I'm just going to have a check in the comments.
Yep. So as you can see, coming through Maggots, Beckett's and Chapel Weislig sitting in behind as well. Look how close Gasly is to the back of the McLaren driver as he activates DRS, overtake ERS mode. He's closing, he's gaining more than 10 miles per hour on the straight. Again, he darts to the inside, down the inside. Can he make it sick this time? Off the track goes Button's contact between the two, and Gasly's
in.
Hit off
Gasly's
the track.
in. Oh, what happened there?
He got hit off the track by Button. I think it was a bit of desync.
From wing damage? Can't see any.
No, but Weisling got the position of Vaporizer.
Fastest up the race.
He says
And
the
he's
fastest
catching.
lap he's closed in a lot of time.
Well, I'm just going to hide you on this channel. There we go. Ball Boy is trying to distract us in commentary. That is quite unprofessional, and to be honest, he should know better. Wiselake's on the back of Button. Gasly. VP just did. VP just commented, by the way, in the comment section, or TRL Montana. Very good battle going on. And I've got to say, this is what TFRL is shaping up to be this season. We are going to be streaks ahead of the competition. Oh, was that a bird flying off the track there?
I was watching it. I must have missed it.
There was something flying off the track. I'm not sure if it was front wing or a bird or something. Wiselake's right on the back of Button though, and he is close. He's within 10th and a half. He's got to force it up the inside. Button has got to try and defend it. He's got to be careful and give him racing room. Wiselake should get it up the inside. Parks it on the apex, and he's got the move done for the lead of the race. But don't discount Button or Gasly just yet. And Button's forcing it up the inside. Forcing Wiselake off track. Might have to give that place back, to be honest. But I think they've just got to race, because Gasly is now in second. They've just got to keep on racing. Unless there's a mutual agreement by letting Wiselake back through in the lead of the race between the two drivers who are in front of him. Should give the position back, but then again I think it was fair racing. But Button, Gasly, Wiselake, it's still separated by a second. Can you believe it?
Norman's and Deneen battling in the midfield. Big. Oh, he cuts. Oh, that was very close for Deneen. As Gasly picks up another penalty.
I think he's got the same amount of penalties as Button now, has he? Let's check on the race director.
Wiselake, I'm pretty sure is yet to pick up a penalty.
Yep, 2 penalties for both the leaders. Wiselake, yeah, you're right. He's only picked up 2 warnings. Vaporizer, I think, is not really gaining on these medium tyres. I won't discount him out at this point, but he just doesn't have the pace. If these 3 really start battling, Lawman's, by the way, has got to come in the pits, I've just realised. So that's why him and Deneen are battling. But now, double toe. Button is defending it. Zig goes quickest. Oh, and Zig's retired. Zig has retired. Wiselake's just forced to move up the inside of Gasly for second place, so Wiselake is through, back up to second. By the way, the floating thing that I did see at Cops, that was actually a dandelion and not a bird. Because me, if they're adding birds into this game, you may as well bloody entail it for Spring Watch or something. Unbelievable. But anyways, back to the action.
Anyway, Gasly is going to move.
Maybe.
Not get it done.
Trying to go around the outside. Now switching to the inside to try and get the run off the corner. No, I don't think he's close enough actually for a move. Button, of course, is at a slight disadvantage compared to these two. They're running. Oh, Gasly forced up on the inside of Brooklands. Is he going to try and make it stick around the outside of Luffield? Wiselake's got to be careful. Gasly round the outside of Luffield. Surely not. Side by side on the run down to Cops. They're still side by side. Great racing between the two sister teams of the Red Bull and the Toro Rosso. Wiselake and Gasly just lets him through up the inside. I mean, going too wide through Cops, that was probably going to be quite silly, I've got to be honest. But these drivers, if they have the talent, they would have went too wide through Cops. Still a bit of a learning curve though. Lomans and Deneen are still battling in the background. Further on track, separated by 2/100ths of a second, I may add. As Wiselake, is he going to try and go for a move up the inside? No. But we have reached 75% race distance, 18 laps, 17 laps completed, and your order is Button leading the way from Wiselake, Lightning Gasly, yellow flag in sector 2, is that Deneen? It is Deneen, he's just lost a load of time. Button very slow, Wiselake's trying to go up the inside, oh, and he spun! Wiselake spun round, I think it's a bit of a side pod glitch. Racing incident there. Nothing
That's
really.
his wing gone.
Yeah, that is his race wing gone. But now, it can be a fair fight. Vaporizer. Oh, Gasly! doing the switchback at Brooklands. Brilliant move up the inside. Forced from the outside to the inside. Button didn't see it coming. Gasly's back up the lead of the race. And these two, of course, are on equal penalties, I do believe. As Button is trying to go around the outside of Corpse. Is he going to try and make it stick? He could. I think he's just going to try and sit in behind at Maggots and Beckett. He is going to go side by side through Maggots and Beckett. Oh, surely not. Can he get this done? Oh, that is unbelievable. What an unbelievable move. Button, Gasly, they're giving no room to each other at all. Vaporizer is catching in the background. Weisling has picked up a 3-second time penalty. Button did get DRS out of that. And Button keeps the lead of the race. I've got to say, if I've got to be honest, this is the most thrilling race on F1 2018 in TFRL so far this season. Easily.
Yeah, I do have to agree with that.
But Gasly, what is Button going to do? These two, esports battling, Button and Gasly. Gasly's going to try and go for a move here. Gasly is going for a move. On the outside of turn 3.
Contact.
Now up the inside. He's going to park it on the apex. Button's aware of it. And he's going to get the run off the corner. And he gets back in front. They're chopping and changing positions very, very frequently. Matthias is in the pits, by the way. Down in 8th place. He'll be coming out just outside the points.
Vaporizer is right behind these two.
Yeah, I did mention if both of these start really battling, which they have been doing, Vaporizer, who I don't think has got any penalties. Let's have a check. Oh, he's got one penalty. Yeah, one penalty. Lap 10, he got that on. As we now approach Maggots and Beckett's on lap 19 out of 26. It's Button, Gasly, Vaporizer for the win of this race. Can we not discount Weisling, do you think?
He's on the freshest tyres, but I think after going for that, he's in the grass now, he's had to cut across.
Gasly's just gone on the outside. Button's forcing to move up the inside. It's still side by side between these two. There is a car coming in the way. I think that might be your AI car. Or James Keller's. Button's going for a switch back up the inside. He dives it. A little bit rash. It's that Vaporizer through on the outside. Gasly's just got to be careful. Yeah, Vaporizer's got it done around the outside. Nice. Gasly just got hit into a little bit. Not sure if there's front wing damage. I don't think there is. That is James Keller's AI car that they're coming up towards, by the way. Wouldn't pose a threat. Your AI car is still going round just ahead as well. So they've got 2 AI cars ahead. There's still 12 runners going in this race, all the way down to Matthias back in 12th, who has just recently pitted for set of the soft compound of tyre. And with 7 laps to go, Gasly again, Vaporizer, sorry, trying to look for a move up the inside at Brooklands, now into Luffield. Of course, we're on the new version of the Silverstone track. I was actually on Project Cars earlier. I was driving the classic GP track of Silverstone back in the day with the 12 corners. I've got to say what a experience it was. Bad experience, but it was still an experience.
Oxide on 17 lap old mediums. Borman's on 18 lap old mediums.
They're not going to the end on those, surely. But double toe time. The 2 Toro Rossos now closing up to Button. Gasly's closing up to both of them though. Here comes Vaporizer around the outside. Is he going to try for the lead? No, not quite. Gasly's going to try it up the inside of both of them here. Oh! If Gasly positioned his car up the inside, we could have had a 3-wide moment and there's contact. Gasly's got front wing damage. On the right side end plate, Vaporizer lets him through, which is very wise of him. Good sportsmanship to see there. Weisling is catching 4.5 seconds. It was 6 seconds. He can't get them, surely.
Well, Button has 6 seconds worth of penalties. Gasly has 6. Vaporizer has 3.
Yep, Gasly.
Oh no, Weisling did pick up a penalty actually.
Yeah, Weisling did pick up a penalty. I think it was through Maggots and Beckett section. As your AI car is being approached by Button. It'll be a clean overtake here. But let's switch to broadcast cam because I don't want to focus on the AI car being overtaken. Vaporizer losing time now on Gasly, who does have that right side lens plate damage. Or actually, is a Vaporizer that's got that right side lens plate damage. Difficult to tell. Let's have a look.
I
Right
think it's
side. Oh
Gasly.
yeah, it is Gasly. I think he's got orange front wing damage on that right hand side end plate. Vaporizer's got none, but he's doing well. I think Button now has got that advantage to try and see it out to the end of this race. But Wiselig is catching in the background. 3.7 seconds, that gap is coming down to Vaporizer. Surely we're not thinking the impossible here and Wiselig can win this race.
Who knows? To be honest, it's been a very enthralling race.
Has been a very enthralling race. Comments still coming through in the comment section. I will get to those. I'm going to switch on board with a battle between Kazizel and Matthias, actually. Through Cops, going down towards Maggots and Beckett's. And side by side, Matthias has got it done. Ran the outside into Maggots. Very nice move. He is on the quicker tyre and on fresher softs. He's on fresher softs compared to Kazizel. So that was an easy move done. Kazizel in the slipstream and using the DRS. Not a great effect there. Vaporizer has definitely been affected by something, I think, on his after that damage. Because Button is now beginning to be he's beginning to be drawn back in by the two in behind. 1.2, 1.3, that gap is just fluctuating a little bit. I'm going to quickly check the comment section. Make sure everything is going fine and dandy in that. Tiny little break in the action. I think Vaporizer will be going for a move soon on Kazizel.
I think the reason why Vaporizer was so slow was because he was saving his ERS back up on at 80%.
Yeah, VP commenting, they are destroying their tyres, Vaporizer is going to win. He's in the best position to, out of the penalty situation. And of course, Vaporizer will be in the Toro Rosso next season with his fellow Dutchman Matthias. And that's going to be a very interesting pairing. Matthias down in 11th place. I don't think... I personally don't think that is his pace. I think he's much quicker. He got interfered with in early on in the race. So I think Matthias will be a one to watch for A-League this season as long as he doesn't hit any trouble. Wiselig, by the way, is still catching, but at a slightly slower rate. So those mediums are now starting to hit the wall. Berra's had a good race, hasn't he, in 5th?
He's been very quiet. Of course, he pitted early on lap 6. He's on 17 lap old tyres. Nova, again, he's on a front left puncture. Nova has a puncture.
So lap oh, that's a hell of a spot, you know. That's a really good spot. Wow. Yeah, I wasn't scrolling through. I was just keeping fixed camera on Vaporizer and Gasly, and I'm going to do that now because Vaporizer's right all over the back of Gasly. These are the two Toro Rossos. Gasly has front wing damage. I think Vaporizer's just going to be let through. He is the quicker car. He's on the fresher tyres. Is he now going to bear down on Button to try and win this race? 1.8 seconds. With 3 laps to go, and Gasly hits the back of him again. He's now got right side of end plate damage. More right side end plate damage for Gasly. Just a slight tear off on the end plate, but still enough to affect him going into turn 1. However, he's taken turn 1 very nicely there. We have reached over 100 comments in the comment section, I may add. Oxide does decide to pit with that front left puncture. I mean, it was a no-brainer, really. At this point in the race, I'd like to say, who was your driver of the day?
Well, that's an interesting one. Looking at the position changes, Superhero up 13 now. Berra up 5. I'm going to give it to Berra. In USA, he didn't look like he was up there for 5th place potential, but he's shown himself today, so I'm going to give it to Berra. Yeah,
Berra has had a very, very quiet race, I may add. I'm just currently on board with Lightning Lawmans. He's run 22 laps on those mediums. Oxide ran 20 and got a puncture. I want to see a tyre blowout from Lightning Lawmans. That's what I'm banking on. Look at the vibration, especially on that left front.
Ooh, big slide. His tyres are...
Oh, he's got a rear right puncture! He's got a rear right puncture, he's spun!
Oh,
he's got a rear right puncture! Has he
That's
actually
about
got
the
more than one
points.
puncture? I saw the vibration on
I
the
think it's
left.
just the rear right.
Oh, and he's crashing out the race as well. And he retires from the session. I think that's probably a wise decision, as we've got a battle developing. Oxide round the outside of Cops! Round the outside of Cops! What a move by Oxide! Losing none!
The last point.
Potentially to get the last point. I don't think he's picked up any penalties this race either. We're on lap 25, we're on the penultimate lap, and it's Button leading by 2.1 seconds. Vaporizer, I think. The tyres have now hit the wall. He's just beginning to lose touch on Button. Gasly's running in third. Wisely, don't discount him. He's 8 tenths off Gasly all of a sudden.
I think Gasly's going to lose the podium because of the front wing damage that he has.
Seraph is letting Matthias through. Matthias around the back of Deneen. I think he's probably going to go for a move. Oh, and he launches one up the inside. That is a classic Matthias move. And Matthias up the inside. Beautiful. Beautiful move. On Deneen, that's for 7th place. Oh, Weislig spun! Weislig's gone off. That's the start of the Hangar Straight.
Curse.
That's a chapel. Wow. He hasn't got a puncture. Has he had contact with Gasly, potentially?
Might have.
Has he got a flat spot on that rear left tyre?
Might just be the wear.
Might be the way. We're on the final lap anyways. Sorry to cut you off there.
Tires. Out of the top 5.
Yeah. Better 20 laps on those mediums. Will he be able to get them through the final lap?
He's driving very cautiously.
He's driving very cautiously, but I thought he got a puncture there. He hasn't yet. Button leading the way though, 1.9 seconds. It's not going to be enough because Vaporizer, I think, has got got the less amount of penalties compared to Button. Button has got 3 penalties. Vaporizer has got 1 penalty, so Vaporizer will get this race easily. As Oxide sets the fastest lap of the race there. 1.8 seconds. Vaporizer's gaining.
He does down the inside.
Deneen saw it coming. Deneen's done well though. He's going to be B-League driver next season. I will release the full details of that in the in the chat. So I will create new chats tomorrow for TFRL, and commentators will also be added to that. Button though, coming around the final corner, he is going to cross the line in first, and he will get the win here in the evaluation race. He's down near the line, but he knows Vaporizer will get the win, and he indeed does. Gasly gets third. Wisely, if he didn't get that spin, do you think he would have got a podium?
I think that since he had 2 spins, I reckon that if he didn't spin on any, he would have had the race win in the bag, in my opinion. But that's the luck of the draw. He's spun twice, and he's only gotten 4th out.
I've got to agree with you. Berra gets my driver of the day pick. 5th place, 21 laps on those mediums. Great drive by Berra. I'm sorry, I'm just going to check my controller charge for a minute there. Superhero's going to finish in 6th. Quiet race from him. Matthias in 7th. Oxide is catching him. That could be an interesting battle that we could see in the first race in Australia. So Matthias gets 7th, Oxide gets 8th, Deneen gets 9th, Seraph jumps in on penalties though. Kazizel gets the line in 11th place, 10th, yeah. He had less penalties, it showed him as 11th. Oh, dear me. We're going to see the podium celebrations now at the end of the British Grand Prix. Thank you for tuning in, everyone.
Hola.
Hola indeed. As we have a look at the final running order. Very soon, the podium celebrations, 2 Toro Rossos giving each other a friendly champagne cheers there. And it's a Dutchman on top of the podium. Button did cross the line in first. Ooh, everything was loading in for a bit there. Oh, disgraceful! It's dropped my XP because I competed in the race. That's ridiculous.
Oh no.
Oh, Vaporizer though wins here in Britain. Button in second, Gasly third, Weislig in fourth, Berra in fifth, Superhero sixth, Matthias seventh, Oxide eighth, Seraph ninth, and Kazizzle gets the final point in 10th. Deneen, KLC's AI, finishing 12th. Good job. James Killer in 13th. Lightning Normans, Lightning Zig, Onyx, Dinner Winner, Widler Billy, and just ignore that name at the bottom because that is me. And sadly, I did compete in this race. Kazil has got footage of something happening on lap 1, which I will have a look at. 21 laps on mediums in fun. Bella is commenting there. But thank you everyone for tuning in to the TFRL evaluation race here in Britain. At this stage I would normally do interviews, but I am aware that there is another league race league going on with one of our drivers in, so I'm going to tune in to watch that. But thank you to all the drivers for racing here tonight. Thank you once again to my co-commentator KLC73. We will see you pre-season this week, I hope. I hope. There's a lot of comments coming through, I've got to say. You having something to do with this? Let's have a look. Vetbraz, good job. Vetbraz is so much quicker on F1 2018 than 2017. I've got to agree. I mean, B-League race. B-League champion last season. He's came on a long, long way. So, the next plan is for TFRL. We are going to be running our very own pre-season testing. This pre-season testing might be streamed if I'm not too busy. It will happen for A-League drivers, as I've announced on this stream, will be on Friday at 7 o'clock, which is the traditional league time and day. And for B-League, it is also Saturday at 7 o'clock. And the B-League drivers will be getting released out tomorrow morning. I'm going to add everyone to chat, and that'll be the end of that. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you to my co-commentator.
Have you not said the
Been a pleasure.
teams and who's racing in what?
I have, for A-League anyways.
Oh, okay.
Bullboy, sadly you can't be a reserve driver because you've got FOL to focus on. But maybe next year. Yeah, B-League. I will actually come on to B-League now. So, B-League pairings. We've got 7 pairings at the minute. We've got 16 drivers in total. Bullboy will be very happy that we've signed somebody from his F3. He was, I think, left. FOL F3 after what he called the anti-ghosting league. Anyways, Mercedes Storm will be partnered up with Liam DKW1. In Red Bull, Ferrari's got 2 seats available for anybody that does want to join. Bullboy will not be joining though. I've already made that clear. Niels will be running in the Red Bull. Superhero, I know he's in the comment section. He is going to be teaming up with Haas next season in the Force India. Now for the good bit. Kip Met Nerdles is our new signing in TFRL. And he's going to be joining us on B-League in Saturdays. He is going to be racing in the Toro Rosso with a yet unnamed driver. Lixa and FST, which I think is the most interesting pairing, will be running in McLaren. Deneen and Spirus Virus in the Sauber. Joe and David Wolbank in the Renault. Goldie and Jamie Boy in the Williams. And Billy and Jacko running in the Haas. And as I've already said, chats will be created tomorrow morning by myself. Commentators will be put in each chat to moderate and make sure there's no bad language or anything like that. I think we're done, unless anybody wants to say anything.
I think that's it.
Onyx Mer's asking if there's a seat available.
Onyx Mer, yes there is. Onyx Mer, you can sign for Williams, and that will be our A-League lineup complete. So he can go Williams. There's 1 seat available. I was going to give it to HYT, but there is 1 seat available in Williams, and he'll be partnering Hassan if he wants to accept the Williams. That's the only seat we've got available, as the others are all taken. Has he put anything in? Was he asking in the comments, or was he asking you?
He was asking on Twitter.
Oh, okay. He's asking how can I sign up? When are the leagues again? Friday and Saturday. Friday is A-League. B-League, the slightly slower of our 2 leagues, is on Saturdays. And they'll all be getting streamed, and myself and KLC73, when he's available, will be commentating on the action. Very pleased to have him on board as a full-time commentator here in TFRL. And yeah, that's that. And Superhero will be used as a backup wherever necessary if either myself or KLC does become unavailable. I will contact Onyx Mer privately to make sure he signs up. Oh, he's put his Twitter in. That's lovely. I can do that straight after this. Yeah, what day does B-League run? Saturday. I think we're pretty much done. So thank you everyone for watching. Thank you to the drivers for competing. Thank you to my co-commentator, and thank you to Lightning Gasly for hosting the session. Without him, it wouldn't have been possible, and without us, it wouldn't have been possible. So until Friday for pre-season testing, it is goodbye. Difficult or difficult.